What is up, guys? Ice Bear Gaming here. I kind of wanted to give you my little thoughts and opinions about the new Rise of Iron DLC. And it is a very good DLC, but it lacks content. Now, this is my little thoughts and opinions about the DLC. I really like Destiny. I love the Rise of Iron DLC, but there is a lot of things lacking for it that I'm just not pleased about. For one, there's not a lot of content in the game. So, for example, there's not a whole lot of exotics to really go after, for one. The story is very short, and the only thing that it had going for it was the new raid, which I've only got to do one time so far. I haven't had the luxury of being able to do it more than, just once yet. Because a few of my friends aren't that high enough level yet, and I have to talk to my other guys to be able to do the raid. So once we get up there a little bit more, maybe we can start running it a lot more, but that's besides the point. The raid is amazing. If you're looking for a good raid, if you weren't really a big fan of the Oryx raid, you'll definitely will enjoy this raid. It's nice and short. If you guys are high enough level, you can easily cheese your way through it. If you have a good group that can cooperate, communicate with each other, you can bang the raid out in about an hour to an hour and a half. Shut up, PlayStation. Anyways, pretty much what I'm getting at is the DLC is good, but it's not worth the $30. It's brought back a lot of fan favorites like the Kvostov that you got back at the very beginning of the game whenever you first created your character, but that's still not enough. They brought back Gjallarhorn, and if you pre-ordered, you got Iron Gjallarhorn, which isn't bad. Really, it's not bad whatsoever. And you got Thorn that came back, but don't even get me started on that fucking thing. I love the gun, but I'm not pleased on how they did the quest. If you want to see me talk about that a little bit, watch the video before this. And they got the new raid weapon, which is pretty cool and all, but you have to have 3 separate guardians to be able to do it. You have to have a Titan, a Warlock, and a Hunter. No one ever you barely see that as is, and unless if someone can run those 3 types of classes during the raid and do all the monitors and everything, and you have to get it all done in one swoop. You cannot quit, you cannot go back to orbit. If you do, you have to restart, from what I gather. So the main issue is the lack of content. They brought back 3 of the favorites, the Kvostov that you got back whenever you first started the game. They brought back Thorn, the PvP god weapon, but not so much anymore. It's not really a god weapon. And Gjallarhorn, which they nerfed into Oblivion, which I don't think it's that bad it's not that bad. It's still usable, but it's probably one of my favorite exotics that I like running right now until I get the Thorn. Either way, so they only brought in a few class items like exotic bodywear and whatever. Anyways, they only brought in a few of the exotic armaments, like there's only like a few new class items that you can pick up for the Hunter, Warlock, and Titan class, and some of them aren't even all that good. And people were very disappointed with what Xur was really selling on the first week of Rise of Iron. Not really wrap this up, but still keep on going with it. The thing is, I covered this, and if you want, go check out the Thorn Quest thing, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit here too, because that's one of the main issues that I'm having with Rise of Iron. They gave a quest line the same bullshit that it had back in year 1 when they could have expanded upon the story. I'm not going to go too much into detail with it. I already went on a rant about that in a previous video. If you want, you can go check that out. Link will be in the description. So, not only that, but they didn't even bring back the old raids. There's discussion about it, and if you want, you can go look it up for yourself. There's plans that they may be bringing into it. If not, I'll just put it in the description too. I just got to go find the article again, which shouldn't be too hard. But they're planning on bringing back the old raids like Crota and Vogue, which would be good, but the only problem is, when are they going to do it? They gave us stale content for the longest time. Now, granted, today is Tuesday, so Iron Banner is going on. And while on Iron Banner, it's like, here's a positive. In here, you'll still get reputation even if you lose. That's a good thing, because now for people who like are having a bad day and are just going on a losing streak, you have that chance to be able to get reputation for Rise of Iron and all that good stuff, and be able to get the bounties done, which are a lot more simpler to do now compared to what it used to be. Not only that, but also let's talk about the light leveling system. So, people were saying it's a glitch, and I don't even know what it is anymore. I think it's just up in the air at this point now, but Bungie did not make it easy to level up whatsoever. They made it a lot more difficult than ever to level up. I am at 371, and I can't go any higher at this point right now, unless if I do the Nightfall, the Raid, Iron Banner, and Trials. Literally, that's the only other ways to level up. If let me think a little bit more, if there's any more. Because, and another thing, getting exotics. If you don't want the exotic, you can infuse it into whatever gear that you have right now that you prefer over the exotics that you got from that. So, yeah. Other than that, it's a lot harder to level up. Plus, even if you get an exotic, it's only 1 or 2 levels above what you have. For example, I was on the reset today. I grabbed all of Shiro's bounties and whatever, and I went and did the Nightfall with my friend JJ. I only got a 375 auto rifle. Compared to my scout rifle I got from completing the raid, that's at 374. It only gave me 1 more light level from completing a Nightfall tier reward system. That is bullshit. Pardon my French, but that is bullshit. Why should we get only like 1 or 2 light levels to be able to level up? I get it. I think they're just trying to be able to do it to where you don't reach max light level so quickly. But I've been taking my time with Destiny. I've leveled up a little bit here and there. Like, it wasn't a dramatic increase, but it was still an increase. But it's taking forever to reach that max light level. And heaven only knows whenever fucking the hard raid comes out, or if they even bring back the old raids. It's all up in the air at this point. And there's not a whole lot of exotics that we can get to mess around with like we did back in Taken King. But still, it's better than nothing compared to the drought that we had until Rise of Iron dropped, but now it's starting to get to that point where it's starting to get boring. So hopefully Bungie will start releasing some more content, such as the old raids, and releasing the hard raid here soon, and all that jazz and good stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the rant. Sorry it's a little bit more of a negative towards Rise of Iron. Like, I've had this on my mind for a little bit, and I've been just trying to gather it all up and put it all into a video here, and yeah, just trying to get it all out there. But anyways, I'm going to be trying to live stream here soon. Not today, I don't know when, but I will be getting the Elgato capture card. I don't know if I mentioned that in my last video, but I will be getting an Elgato capture card here. It'll be here at my house by Thursday. Don't know what time yet, but I'm going to be finicking with that, and you'll be seeing a lot more of these types of videos, because now how I used to be able to do it was I would use the share system. Like, I would gather the videos and stuff. Like, I would capture the footage on my system, like with the whole sharing thing, because I'm on PS4. I would do that, capture it, send it to myself over Facebook, download it from my Facebook to my computer, then transfer it to my file, which took a hell of a lot of time. It took normally about like an hour and a half, depending on how long the video was, or if I'm trying to get like a live stream that I got like here. Just making sure that everything's up and running again. For some reason my audio fucking thing cut out, but back if I were to do like a live stream, I would download it from my YouTube and everything if it had something I was covering. But before this whole narration thing screws up again, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for hearing me rant about, the whole Rise of Iron thing. Hopefully they release more content for it soon, because I'm starting to get a little bit stale of Destiny. I didn't get stale with it too quickly because I was still trying to level up all my other characters, which I'm going to be doing here eventually soon. Like, I worked on them with all my other characters a little bit, but not a whole lot. I'm probably going to work on my Hunter, then my Titan shortly, but not anytime here soon. So anyways, thank you all for coming out and watching the video. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well if you enjoyed my video. And as always, I will see you next time, YouTube.